Okay, so we've had a few changes. This is Smoke, back out here with his new girl, Fontaine. She is half sisters with Vidal and full sisters with Clement. They seem to like each other. So far, so good. Then I moved. I was looking at, this is Colorado, and he was with Ice. And I was looking at Ice. I'm like, they're clearly not doing anything. And then again, it dawned on me, Ice is in love with the foster male that I put out in the flight cage to get treated with them while the other foster pairs were bringing up babies. And that's why they weren't doing anything. So, I said, I thought about Ice, and I'm like, okay, who is Ice? She is actually she is Ocean and Baby's girl. She was one of 6 babies out of that pairing, and 4 of her siblings are already making babies, or 3 of them. One of her siblings is Vidal, the one that got egg bound and stuff. She's out in the flight cage doing recuperation out there. Another one of her siblings is okay, so her siblings that I'm already breeding or have already been bred. Glory is her full sister. Scarn is her full brother. And Aster, who was paired with Agate last time, is her full sister. And Chalk, who is just down the road there with Lemony, is her full brother. So I don't need any more of that line. She can be in love with the foster cock if she wants to. And she's not the kind of double factor spangle that I'm looking for in my line, in that she has the color and the cast of color and everything else. So forget it. So this is the new hen that I put Colorado with. She is the malachite and lava hen that Doherty was in love with and refused to breed anybody else. So she's not at all sure that she needs to hold out for Doherty, and they're just sitting here hanging out. She is in the wrong part of her cycle again, but we'll see what happens with these two. She doesn't seem to be totally opposed to him. This is a size pairing. He is a very large cock, and she is a very large hen. Neither of them have great feather, but you know what? That's okay. You can't have everything in every bird. You have to, pull the traits from birds that you want, which is size and good feather, and kind of work your way towards that. So when you start getting good feather, you also start getting smaller size. When you start getting bigger size, you tend to get less feather. So you just have to keep working it until you come out with what you're after. And this is a size pairing. Their babies will be valuable to breed to fluffy feathered birds that don't have good size. So we'll see what happens with them. And I named her Moreau, which means dark, because she's a cobalt. So we'll see if these two can put this together. We'll know in the next few days. Other than that, so these two, of course, have no eggs yet. These two, this is Aura and her boy, who are working their way up to it, but don't have any eggs yet. This is, what is her name? Arquette and, Irish name, Callahan. And I don't know what's happening here. I just have to watch. I may need to just throw Arquette out in the flight cage again, or leave her in here alone for a while to get her to move, because she is just stuck on what's-his-name, on Tim's. And, of course, these two don't have anything going either, because they're a brand new pairing. But other than those 4, every cage is on eggs now. We don't know that they're all fertile, but in the next few days, we're going to start finding out. I have a lot of Sunday and Monday checks, fertility checks, cold dates, etc. So we're starting to narrow it down. And this week at some point, I expect the first chick to hatch. And then after that, it will be like a snowstorm of babies. Well, aren't you handsome? That's O'Connor. He's a handsome guy. And he's going to make handsome babies. I just know it. Okay, so that's the update on that. And we'll see what happens with these 4 newish pairings.